Today we're going to be talking about 5 apps I use daily to run my businesses and make sure I'm being as productive as possible. So let's just get right into it. Here is my iPad Pro 12.9 inch. So the first app we're going to be talking about is Notion, which is this one over here. This is just an amazing app. This is like my second brain in a way. It's got everything you could possibly need when it comes to organizing your business, your life, just everything. This app is called Notion, and this is an app I use both on my computer and my iPhone as well. It's one of the best apps I have ever come across, and I use it for everything in my life. I mainly use it for creation stuff like YouTube, Instagram, blogs, but I've also been using it for money management to track what goes in, what goes out, business expenses, assets, everything. Let's take a look. So if we click this burger menu here, we can see it brings out my sidebar. Now on the sidebar, you can see I've got a few categories. So my first one is my Young, Dumb and Broke podcast. And then the next one is, well, I've kind of recently reorganized this, and under home is everything I have. So I've got weekly tasks, I've got month goals, I've got my YouTube stuff, I've got article writing stuff, I've got LinkedIn stuff, which I need to kind of fill. And then I've literally got every single thing. I do my track my spending, I track my VAT, I track my income, I track courses, I track live projects that I've got going right now. I take book notes, I've got my inbox of what to do and what not to do and all the different things. And it all looks like this. You know, this is my home. So let me quickly walk you through my home before we go to the next app. You can see I have a planning section, I have a social media section, a money section, a business section, and an other section. And this is just quick links. This will take you to that page. So I can go back to home. And then as well as that, I have an inbox. So for example, I could have web links that, you know, I want to save for later, or, you know, notes and ideas that I could have, or anything really, you know, a to-do list, right? Which I did this, so I can get rid of that now. So that is the inbox part. And then I've got my content release calendar. And I like having this here so I can just clearly see what I need to do that day, what's really important. So I can see Sunday all the way through Saturday, what I'm releasing, whether it's an Instagram post, a YouTube video on one of my 2 channels, my tech channel or this business channel, or if I'm making an article on Medium or LinkedIn. It's just everything. And then that's it. That is my home. Now I'm slowly increasing this home to be a hub for all, but at the moment, this is my home. And then if I want to go into something like the podcast stuff, I can click podcast stuff and I've got everything I need here. So this is the podcast notes, the calendar for when we're releasing, the new podcast, inspiration ideas, the platforms we're on, everything. It's got everything you could possibly need. And this is possibly the best app I have on my iPad. And like I said, I use it on my phone and I use it on my computer. Now, this does take quite a bit of time to set up and it can be confusing at first, but as soon as you've set it up, it saves you so much time and it's like a massive weight off of your brain, I should say, because everything is just organized there. So I know if I need to do something or I need to find something, I can quickly go and find it. And I particularly like using this for tracking my spending and tracking my income so that I can see what's changing month on month. I can see if I'm spending too much, if I'm not spending, well, I don't want to say not spending enough, but if I'm saving a lot, like it's brilliant. So that's the first app. Let's move on to the second app. The next app is called ToDo Widget, and that is literally this. It's very, very straightforward, and all it is a bunch of boards with different to-do lists on it. So I have, for example, my electric lifestyle YouTube account to-do list. I have what I need to do today. I have this YouTube channel to-do list. I have our course to-do list. I have other social media things, and then I have movies to watch. Now, there are many different to-do list apps. You've got To-Do, there's just so many. I don't want to bother naming them because I will be here for eternity naming to-do list apps. The reason I chose this one is because of how quick and easy it is. So I can just click that, create a new list. So test, right? I can set the size, small, medium, or large. Let's go for medium. I can create it, and then I can just add things to it, click done, and then it's there. Now, another reason I went for this one is because of the way it shows up on the homepage. So let's have a look. Let's go to the homepage, and we can see here down the side, I've got my main to-do list. I've got my today and this YouTube, channels to-do list. And I just all the other to-do list apps, and let me show you another one, because like, for example, this one. This is a brilliant app, but it's just, there's so much going on. Priority 1, priority 2, assigned to me, assigned to others, today, upcoming. It's just, no, too much going on. I wanted something that literally was everything there. Just a mood board of different to-do lists. I can move them around. I can add different ones to my home area. It's just super simple. And I love using this app just to write a quick to-do list that I can see on my iPad. So if I'm working and I have my iPad propped up, I can see, oh, I've got to do that now. Let's go and do that. Now, I know I also said I have a to-do in Notion over here, to-do list in Notion, but that's more for long-term things like editing my brother's photos. That could take me a couple of weeks. So that's like long-term things I need to do. But this is kind of stuff like I need to get done as soon as possible. It's got to be in my face so that I do it ASAP. Right, the third app is called Myro. Now, this is actually a new app that I bought since getting the iPad. I never had this app before the iPad, and this is the app over here. Now, let me just go to the home page. This is what it looks like. Now, it looks hella confusing, and of course, I understand that. But what it is, it's basically a mood board for anything and everything. So I used to use Xmind to create mind maps and just, for ideas and stuff. But this allows me to do everything, and you can see you can create a board. So if we create a new board, it allows you to do so much, and this is what the pen is good for. But you can see I've got sticker packs, mind map. It allows you to do all these templates. So let's just say you want to do a mind map and then use pre-filled. There you go, you've got a pre-filled mind map right there. But let's say you want to take it a step further. So what we'll do is we'll use this arrow, we'll do a line, and we'll do a line there, and we can, change the shape of this line to squiggly, whatever. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put another little template here. So we're going to do a workflow, right? And use blank. We're going to use blank this time. And then we can move this workflow here, right? And then we can have a sticky note. Let's put the sticky note. Let's put the sticky note over there. Let's make it a bit bigger, right? And then I can write in the sticky note, and it's like that. And what this allows you to do is to create things. And I'm going to show you something I've created. So for example, I've created a mind map for my life, basically. And you can see I've got 5-year goals, 1-year goals, relationships, work over here. I've got dreams, goals, and aspirations, what I want, car, houses, YouTube play buttons, better shape, things that I want. And it's everything. It allows you to create everything. And this is just one mind map that I've actually created. I've been using this for YouTube as well. So I've got this one over here, this is a series I'm creating on how to create a YouTube channel. And over here, you've got the 5 videos that I'm going to create. This is the topics. This is the way I'm going to share those videos. This is how I'm going to slowly introduce those videos with 5 smaller videos. And then here are some blog and articles I want to write about those videos on Medium and LinkedIn. And again, I've only started using this app since getting the iPad, and I just think it's truly brilliant. Let's now talk about the fourth app. The fourth app is called Lumix Sync. And this is really straightforward. This app is this app over here. And all this is an app that allows me to wirelessly connect to the camera that I'm talking to you on. So usually what I do is I like to talk to the camera and have the picture over there so I can make sure I'm in focus. I can make sure the audio levels are right. I can make sure, it's working. So sometimes I'll do it straight from my computer, which is over here. But when my computer's not available, I like to prop up the iPad over there or something like that, and I'm able to remote shoot. And it's brilliant for taking photos in tricky angles. It's brilliant for videos. And again, this is very custom to me because I have a Lumix camera, but I think this app is brilliant. And then you can actually download an app that works for most cameras, but because I have a Lumix, I have this one. And again, I use it on a daily basis because I shoot videos pretty much on a daily basis right now. So brilliant app. A bit slow at times, but it's a really good app. And finally, the fifth app is Safari. Now, I know this isn't really counted as an app because this is just a web browser that's on the iPad, but I use this daily, not for browsing the internet, but for actually doing work. So for example, I will go to Safari, well, that's Chrome actually, but I will go to Safari and go to YouTube. And one of the biggest things I use Safari for is to actually respond to your comments. So I know you're probably thinking, why don't you just use the YouTube app? The built-in app to reply to comments. I actually find Safari is easier, and the desktop's size the desktop version of the YouTube app is just so much better than the mobile one. So on Chrome, it actually only shows you the mobile one, and I can't figure out how to change it. Super annoying, which is why I use Safari more than I even use YouTube Studio. So for example, I could be lying in bed, I could be watching TV in the other room, or I could be sitting right here, and I would be on Safari, and I would use the keyboard thing that I have going on over here, which is quite cool. And I'll be able to just respond to your comments and like, share, do all these different things. And that's kind of how I will do YouTube comments. So those are the 5 apps that I use on a daily basis to pretty much run my business, to try and be as productive as possible. Now, as you can see, I have tons more apps, and Field Monitor, by the way, was the other one, like Lumix Sync, but I have tons more apps, and I'm getting more apps every single day. And some of these apps are specific for specific businesses, like Procreate I use for print on demand, and certain apps I use for certain things. So I just wanted to tell you the 5 apps that I like the most currently on my iPad. I hope that helped. I hope that if you have an iPad, try those apps out and see what they're like. And let me know in the comments down below if you have an iPad and you use, another app that I could try out, because I love trying out different apps. I love doing things that, make my life easier, make it more streamlined, and make doing tasks faster. So thank you very much for watching.